welcome to all of my students to today's mentoring session. Now it's 9:33 p.m. and what we'll be doing is first we'll be doing the live analysis of the different indexes which we always do with the top-down approach. And as usual, we'll be starting with the monthly time frame. What we can see over here, the prices are in an uptrend, no doubt about that. I'll just remove this Fibonacci extension. But the thing is that the prices are overstretched. Generally, in a strong uptrend, prices can remain overstretched for a long period of time. And what we can see over here is RSI is also near 72.49, but nothing negative is visible as of now. If I go to the weekly time frame, if you see one thing over here, I have converted this chart to line chart, and if you can see properly, we have a higher high in price, but we have a lower high in RSI. Now this is the negative divergence. Now along with this, there is one more thing which we need to pay attention. Now this is, sorry, not this one. This is the Fibonacci extension, which is acting as resistance for the medium term. Now, if you can see properly, since last 4 weeks, we have been hooked in the same range, but luckily we don't have any negative candle over here. Yes, this is a red candle, but not extremely negative. So overall, yes, first sign is that the uptrend is intact, but even if the price keep on moving higher with time, the gains will be slower and not very, very fast. If we had a very bad candle or something over here, then yes, it could be a problematic too. Now, if I go to the daily chart, what we can see over here, in the daily chart, prices are consolidating. Prices went up from this particular point of 14,133 smoothly to 15,894, almost close to 16,000. And then we had a dip, again we had a rise, and in doing this, we also have a negative divergence over here, but this one is not very, very powerful somehow. Now what we can see over here is prices have come down, but we have a hammer over here. So chances of a very small pullback is possible. But overall, if I look at the state of trend, I always say rather than the levels, state of trend is more important in index. So what I can see is the overall uptrend is still there, but sort of consolidation, slowing down of the momentum is visible as of now. Possibly in next few days, we'll have slightly more idea over the index. But yes, trend is up. Be very, very careful if you go short. Although there is one thing that if we close below this particular level properly, I had shared in the Nifty short-term view also. Over there, the support level was 15,670, and over here the level is around 15,670, same level. So if we close below this particular level, all right, we can see the candle close below this, and then we had a bounce back. If we close below this, then probably we can come down a little bit. All right, so be very, very choosy in your trades. Now, what we can see in Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty trend in the monthly time frame is pretty much up. All right. Now, what we can see, any resistance over here? Not much. The resistance is far from away from here. If you go to the weekly chart, can we see anything new? I think we had cleared this resistance pretty nicely. But one thing is visible. If you see the price, it has been horizontal. It has been completely range bound. It has been choppy. So basically, overall trend is up in Bank Nifty, but there is a lack of momentum after this fantabulistic couple of candles, one big long hammer and a bullish bell toll. What happened was price went up and then it came down without any reasons. But I think so with time, if power of bulls is consistent, and if prices go higher, we will need to close above this particular level, 35,538, for a bullish rally. Private bank charts are looking extremely similar to the bank nifty. You can see very similar. If I now see, this is the bank nifty chart, now this is the private bank chart. Both are looking pretty much similar. Again, we can see in the monthly time frame the resistance is a little bit away, so there is some space for these private banks to go higher, no doubt about that. But once again, we can see this range bound choppy move, and at times market can act weirdly and we cannot do anything about this. So we will need some sort of buying coming up, and only then we'll be able to surpass the higher levels and go up. And private banks will need to close above this particular level, 18,670. All right. PSU banks, on the other hand, they are showing some different story. Now, if you see properly in the monthly time frame, let me convert this chart into logarithmic. We are at a resistance point. We can see this big long wick and this particular candlestick cluster over here. So this candlestick cluster may provide a little bit of resistance to the price, but there is one positive sign also. And the positive sign is the prices have closed above the trend line, not in the weekly chart properly. In the weekly chart, we'll at least need 2 to 3% close above the trend line in the weekly chart, which has yet not happened. In the daily chart, it has happened. And what we can see over here, there is a sort of gap up over here. So it is a possibility that maybe prices take a dip, they retest the trend line, and then once again go higher. If the prices close below the trend line, then I think you need to be a little bit worrisome about your long positions then, because this breakout then could be, proved to be a false breakout or a fake breakout. Metal index, once again, I'll continue my same stand since many weeks now. Overall price is overextended. No doubt we are in a uptrend, but price is extremely overstretched. And if I am holding a long position in metals, a positional long position, not a short term, and if my stops have not been triggered, I'll continue to hold them, but I'll keep trailing my stop losses. Not interested to add new positions in terms of trend following positional trades. Not interested at this level. I'll certainly stay away. But yes, swing trades, there will be few swing trades coming up, but not many. I'll be very watchful, because in the weekly time frame, I had also showed this couple of weeks back. We have a negative divergence. So you need to be little bit cautious about this, because if the weekly and monthly chart are not looking good, chances are in the daily chart also we will not be making that much amount of money. And in the daily chart, we can already see a downtrending channel. So be very careful. And if you have a close below this channel or something for 1 or 2 days, then possibly we'll see some sort of profit booking. Auto sector is looking extremely bullish. Only thing is there is lack of momentum. You can see these candles, 1, 2, 3. All these 3 candles are lacking some sort of real body. We had a opening over here. Bulls marched all the way up higher, but closing yahan pe hua, which means some sort of selling pressure is coming at higher levels somehow. And what is happening is there is not much momentum. See this particular move. See these big white candles over here. Similar sort of candles are not visible over here. So that is what you need to be very careful of. All right. And overall, it looks bullish. But as I had told last week also, we'll need to close above this trend line properly, so we can continue this trend moving upwards. Finance sector. Now, if you see in financial services sector, we are in an uptrend, no doubt about that. But what we can see is prices are now facing resistance at this particular Fibonacci extension. You can see this. This is the monthly time frame, and this is the first month, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now, this is possibly the 6th month. Since last 6 months, we are facing resistance at this extension. So we will need to surpass this in terms of closing basis. We did surpass over here, I think 2-3 weeks back, but once again we came down. And these things can happen in the market. Aisa kuch nahi hota that once you close above a level and cannot close below that. It can happen to anyone, at any point of time. So yes, overall we are in an uptrend, but nevertheless we'll have to surpass that particular Fibonacci extension on closing basis, then we'll be going higher. All right, IT index, again, no change in my stance. It continues to remain in an uptrend, but again, it's extremely overstretched. It's not near resistance. The resistance is pretty much far away now, but it continues to remain extremely overstretched. If you're holding your long positions in terms of your positional trades, you can continue to hold. Keep trailing your stop losses. Don't forget about that. Only thing is what I can see over here. Okay, sorry, there is no negative divergence over here, but one thing is visible, that we do have a hammer over here, all right? And this hammer is visible on, I'll just highlight this area for all of you. You can see some sort of sideways movement. So this is a sort of support zone, and we can see a hammer. Possibly in next few days, we'll have some sort of up move coming up in extreme short term. So you can take note of that. Pharma sector, I think last week and before that also I told it is overall in an uptrend. We just need momentum and prices will go higher, and you can see how they have performed. I had also shared view of Dr. Reddy and it performed very nicely. I think the stock has moved by around 3 to 4% in last few days. For swing trading, short-term trading, it did pretty well for itself. I think no problem in pharma sector. Overall trend will remain up. Even in terms of Fibonacci extension, I don't think we are facing any resistance nearby. You can see the resistance is pretty far away. If you're talking about swing trades, by that point of time, hopefully your second targets also will come up. Now, if you talk about FMCG pack is still in an uptrend. You can see it's still in an uptrend and it has closed above the resistance level of the Fibonacci extension. Even in the weekly chart, if you see properly, there is no problem apart from this one small inverted hammer, but I don't think it is giving any problem to the overall state of trend of this particular sector as of now. But if you go to the daily chart, what you can see is little bit sideways move has happened in last few days. So there is a possibility little bit of sideways move will continue, but with the index taking a breather, possibly slowly and steadily again the prices will start rising higher. Okay, mid cap index is looking very interesting. It is extremely overstretched. I have been maintaining the same stance for this particular index since many weeks now, and it is in strong uptrend, no doubt about that. But what I can see on the charts now is very interesting. Even in terms of Fibonacci extension, if I plot over here, we do not have a resistance very soon as of now. But if you look at the daily chart, one thing is visible, that we had this hammer, we had this bullish bell tool, and slowly and steadily I think prices are trying to go up. If we can possibly close above this level 27,150, 27,200, and we can sustain, then possibly there will be some sort of up move coming up in mid cap stocks. So I think traders should look for short-term swing trades in this particular pack. All right. So I hope this weekly analysis helped all of you. And now I will go on to the next particular topic which we have met for, the short-term swing trading. Just give me a moment.